In this example, we will apply the quadratic formula and settle for a decimal answer. When solving a quadratic equation, there are many methods, including completing the square and factoring. But the strength of the quadratic formula is it works every time. To use the quadratic formula, you want to begin by making sure all of your terms are on one side equal to 0. The terms should be in descending order, in other words, starting with x squareds, then the x's, and then any numbers equal to 0. Notice here, the equation that I'm starting with already has all the terms on one side equal to 0 in descending order. Now we can easily identify the variables a, b, and c. The number in front of the variable squared is a, so a is 2. The number that is in front of the variable to the first power is b, so b is -4. And then the number at the end that does not have a variable is c, so c is -1. Before substituting our values for a, b, and c, it's a good idea to replace each of the variables in the quadratic formula with sets of parentheses. This is going to help make sure that you don't make a common arithmetic mistake. Now I've substituted the values for a, b, and c, and I'm ready to simplify. In the numerator, the -4 becomes +4, and in the denominator, 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to simplify the square root off to the side. A little bit of vocabulary, what's underneath the root is known as the radicand. When simplifying the radicand, I need to follow the order of operations. So I'm going to first perform the exponents. -4 squared is -4 times -4, which is 16. Next, I'm going to do the multiplication. -4 multiplied by +2 multiplied by -1 is +8. Now I can go ahead and combine the 16 and the 8, which gives me the square root of 24. I've simplified that root, so I'm going to go back here on the left and replace that root with the square root of 24. The directions did not ask me to find an exact value, so I don't need to simplify my answer any further. I do, however, need to grab my calculator and evaluate. The plus or minus indicates that I have two separate answers. So I need to evaluate 4 plus root 24 over 4 and 4 minus root 24 over 4. When grabbing your calculator, it's important to know that you need to find the answer to the numerator before dividing by that denominator 4. So I found the answer to 4 plus square root of 24 and then divided by 4. What you'll notice is you get an irrational answer, a decimal that goes forever without a pattern. I'll need to round, so I've decided to round to the nearest hundredths place. The number 2 is in the hundredths place, so I look to the right, 4 or less, let it rest. So I leave that 2 alone, and my answer is approximately 2.22. I did the same thing for the other one, evaluating 4 minus root 24 and then dividing by 4. Rounding to the hundredths place, I look to the right, and again I have a 4 or less, so let it rest. So my other answer is approximately -0.22. Fun fact, one of the reasons you would use solving a quadratic would be to find the x-intercepts, also known as the zeros, of a function. If I were to graph y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 1, the graph of that parabola would cross the x-axis at 2.22 and at -0.22.